Hi, this is Kagi, and welcome to the High Fiber Diet. I am barely awake. Yeah, it is August 8th. It's a Sunday, 2021. You can see the cats are up there. There's more over there. Yeah, this is my mess that I have to talk about. It's been a while since I've checked in with you. It's been a crazy month, and you know, no excuses. It just is what it is. Life gets in the way, and I don't have time to sit down and record every week, and I come to you when I can. And frankly, I don't have time to sit down every week and craft right now. So it has been the busy season at work and trying to get everything organized in this house still, which, yeah, that'll be later in recipes. I'm sipping on a cup of Irish tea in my barely awake mug that I absolutely love. And I have my crafting bits around me, so let's begin. Finished objects. A square. And I still have to do the weave in the ends. I'm in a square swap where it's 12-inch squares. This one I think I measured it and it was just under 12, so I need to put another single crochet around it. It is done in Red Heart Super Saver in the Aran Fleck. I have this much left of the skein, so it will do up another skein, another square for the swap. I have done just a regular granny, started with a 4-chain, did the granny square. I need to weave in that end. And then at the end, I do single crochet rounds. My granny squares, I sometimes put a chain in between the cluster, sometimes don't. Always 2 in the corners. It's the only finished object I have. Now, I have something started, and I have something still going, and I have spun a bit. So yeah, let's get into that. I guess finished objects still. I do have the spun, and this is Buttercup. Can't remember who it was from, and yeah, I don't have the ball band anymore. I know it was Southdown. Might be Southdown. No, I think it might be Southdown nylon. So this I did on my Ladybug Rue 2, and the twist is pretty good. It's been set, and it came out to a good Aran weight. I don't remember the yardage on it, but I love it. It is a 2-ply standard spinner's yarn. Not sure what it's going to become. It might become a hat. It might become a cowl. It might go into a project. My deal on spinning 9 times out of 10 is not the finished product. Ooh, that didn't help. But it's the act of spinning itself, and spinning is my zen. So, as spinning is my zen, because I'm going to do this completely out of order this time. This is so squishy and so wonderful, and I love it. And I use the Laundress wool wash, and I am loving the Laundress. I have switched from soak. The Laundress doesn't use essential oils. It doesn't pull the colors. I still have some soak. I still use it more for nighties and bras and things like that instead of for wool. That's just my thing. I like the Laundress instead, and it just smells amazing. So, but in that spinning is my zen, Sarge told me to go ahead and splurge for my birthday. My birthday was the end of June. I haven't podcasted in a month. It finally came in. You saw that I got my sock machine. I haven't really touched that. I actually put it away for a little bit because I needed to organize the second bedroom, which we got that done yesterday. And now I can get in there and completely organize it and get my sock machine set up in there so I can actually use it. We're also getting a ottoman bed. It's a bed that looks like an ottoman that you can use as a chair. And then it pulls out to a twin bed if somebody comes and stays the night. I have some family that want to fly in, see the area that I live in. Of course, South Dakota, where I am in the Black Hills, a lot of tourist attractions. So I have family coming in, you know, one at a time, two at a time, that kind of thing. And so this little ottoman bed that I've ordered will be great as a starter setup. And then I have the blow up bed if we need more. But getting on spinning again, Sarge had told me go ahead and get another wheel if you want it. I'm not pushing, but I know how you are, and it's one I've been looking at for a long time. And I picked up Spinolution Polywog. I hope I didn't talk about this last time. I don't think it was here. And the reason I have a pillowcase on the top is Spot likes to chew on drive bands. So this drive band is just sitting loose right now. It's in the stationary. When you're not spinning, you pull it down into a stationary. Not sure if you can see that. And then when you are spinning, you put it up on the whirl that you want it on. And they are kind of stretchy, so it's easy to go on. And this is one that you work with your toes. And so the toe, let me get it through and around so it'll go in front. You just use your tips of your toes to work this. I'm not making it spin at all for a reason. I'm not pulling. But it's a really unique way of spinning, and I haven't spun like this before. And it was very interesting. I did get the extender for the neck because it does go shorter as a travel wheel, and I wanted it higher for if I'm sitting at home. I also, let's see if I can do this. Move this, set this here. I also picked up the little pads. They're 3D. That it's the same company, but they have a different name. Spinolution also makes Spin Perfect. And the Spin Perfect, these little accessories go on the tip here. And they slide on. I have to put some lube on it. But they go on to make this area bigger, so you have more room for the ball of your foot. I also ordered the change out, so instead of the hook that you see here, this has the straight orifice that you would need an orifice hook to process. And this is the way I prefer to spin, though I can spin this way, and I can also spin with the Delta, but I prefer a round orifice. And since I'm not planning on doing chunky funky yarn, that's not where I go with my yarn for most of the time, this will be fitting on, and it'll go this way. And it has a PVC on the front, it has wood on the back, and it feeds in basically the same way as the hook. It's just this has the round orifice and comes through. So this is what I prefer. So what am I spinning on it? I am spinning a bat that I picked up. Let's see if I have all the info in here. Keep that in the bag that covers the... Don't think I have the name of it. I know it's just a bat with a ton of stellina in it. And I forget where I got it. Bad podcaster, whatever you want to call it. But it does have sari silk, stellina, different colored wools, different kinds of wools. And it is coming up really pretty in its spinning. And the one thing I'm having to get used to again on this is having to move. I am so used to having the woolly winder that I'm not used to this. I may go ahead and purchase the one that goes with this. I think they have their own name brand on that. And it's a cute little wheel and it's fun to spin on, and I'm enjoying it when I get to sit down to it. The kittens are still not used to me spinning. And of course I have the electrics and I have the others, and I just haven't pulled them out as much in the last year as I used to spin. Not that I don't love spinning, because like I've said, the spinning is my zen. But I haven't, it isn't where my brain is when I come home at night. Even now, picking up knitting or picking up crochet is not something I do during the week. This is a weekend thing for me right now, because it's not something that I just flow into right now. And I've got to find something that relaxes me at night. Right now it's talking with Sarge at night, and just the FaceTime that we're able to get, that 20-30 minutes. And I mean, heck, I'm home at 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I'm in bed by 8:30, so I don't have a lot of time there. So no excuses, just truth. So what else have I been working on? I have my sister's blanket going that I am doing in the 3 colors, 2 of Dream in Color and 1 of Nordless. And these are from Hobby. Long color change. And I am a few more rows in. And I am liking the sunset colors that it comes up with. I think I've done 3 more rows. And I'm just doing a granny stripe on this. And eventually it will become a sweater for her. I am not a sweater, I'm sorry, a blanket. I am using a 4.0 crochet hook. And I do like the straight set polymer on the ends. Very light, very nice. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 skeins to do that up. So we'll see how big that goes. And this is just a bag that came from a retreat. I forget who made it. This is just all my scrap yarn. I keep it in this bag. Just big balls of sock yarn that's left over for different projects. Let's see, what else am I working on? I have this project going. Talk about those later that I'm putting over. This is, and I took a screenshot so I can do this correctly. Why can I not remember the name of it? Uh-oh. We'll have to put the name up here because I can't. I know it's something Cardi. And I know it's crocheted, but I can't remember. And it will end up, I'll probably put a bigger picture than that right here. And it is basically a ruana and a cardigan melded together. You can do it as a ruana, or you can put sleeves on it and do it as a cardigan. I'm doing it a little bit different than what the pattern calls for. I am using a size J or 5.75 millimeter crochet hook. I like the boy hooks just like the other one. I am not a Bates hook fan. Other people are. That's fine. That's why the world likes things that change. Well, the pattern calls for knitting 1/2 or crocheting 1/2, which I have done. And then you're supposed to, here's the full 1/2, you're supposed to put this down and crochet a second one and then stitch it up together. This is crochet. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Well, I'm not doing that. So what I did is at the bottom of this, I did a slip stitch. Part of the pattern is to do a slip stitch, but in the middle of these two where you would normally seam, I put a slip stitch down the middle, if you can see that, and then I just started from whatever was on this side. I started and I'm going up, and so I am at this point this much in to doing this side. I chained on extra stitches, did the foundation row, and now I'm doing the other side. So if I were to put this on, it would, these are the fronts because they're separated, and this would be the back. And I am doing the front a little bit longer. I have a shoulder that it's got to go over, and I have boobage, and I want them to lay about the same length front and back. So if I were to do this, the front and back lay at the same rate at the bottom. And then this will get seamed partially up the side, because I am doing the cardigan style where Ruana would stay open. This gets seamed up, and I am doing the sleeves on this. I decided to use Bernay Bundle Up, 100% polyester. I love the feel of this yarn. It is a chainette ply. So, let's see. It's definitely a chain ply, lots of chains in there. And Bernay by Yarn Inspirations, I think I picked this up at Joann's. I picked up enough of it. It is in the marshmallow colorway that I can wear on top of outfits like this. By the way, thank you, Leslie. I am loving the dresses. I did not get any of the print ones. She is from Knitwits, Naughty Knitwits. And she ordered some of these. They're supposed to be jammies, but you throw it on, it's like a muumuu dress. It's got pockets. It's great for just hanging around, or if you got to run to the store or something. I wouldn't wear it to work, that's just me. But it's okay to run to the grocery store. So I'm cool with that. Loving it. So this is another project that I am working on. Again, I will have put the name up. Have a bag from Joann, Crazy Cat Lady, because it fits right now. I liked it. I got it. I needed a bag because I hadn't found my project bags yet. I have now. So in doing that, you're supposed to use Comfy Cotton Blend. That's what the pattern calls for. And I didn't have any, and I couldn't find any at Joann's. Don't have a lot of hobby stores around here. I mean, we have Hobby Lobby, but on my days off, I'm getting to Joann's. I'm not getting to Hobby Lobby, and I prefer to use my own stash. But I ordered from Amazon 2 different colorways in this. I ordered the chai latte because I think with my colors, I think that'll look good. Let's see, what is the... It is 7 ounces, 392 yards, 50 cotton, 50 polyester. And this is the chai latte. And then I also ordered a darker one. And this is driftwood. And I am so in love with this with a pair of blue jeans. So I may be making 3 of these Ruanas, or I may use this for something else, I'm not sure, but I ordered 4 skeins each, and this is the driftwood. And I'm just loving the way those come out. Can't wait to knit with them. So that's part of acquisitions. Like I said, things are going to be thrown in here and there and willy-nilly. I also started from Purl Soho, I think it's called the half and half triangle wrap. And I know a lot of podcasters have been doing this. It's like a giant blanket size. I'm actually doing the smaller size instead of the bigger size. I ordered 4 skeins of the yarn from Purl Soho. And this is linen quill, which is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And it's 439 yards per 100 grams, made in Peru. And I did oatmeal gray, and peony pink. And I think those will go very well together for a half and half. I am knitting this in a bag I got from my person. This is from Mrs. Brown's Bags. And I turned down the zipper part so that it doesn't get caught. But this is one of her sock bags, I believe. But it is working for this shawl right now. Nice muslin on the inside. I have skeined up or caked up one ball of the oatmeal gray. And these absolutely adorable flamingo scissors are in here. But I am working on a size 3 needle. And I have cast on, has my cup of coffee, stitch marker, and I have cast on, and it is, you cast on the full size, and then it's short rows. And then you get to the middle, 2 skeins worth, and then you switch and you do the other. And I don't know, it's working out. This is all garter stitch, and it is relaxing. I don't pick it up as much because of how, I did say a size 3, right? Yeah, how small the needle is. I like working with 8, 9, 10. That's me. When it comes to knitting, most of my sweaters are done on bigger sizes. And so this is gonna take a bit. It's like another blanket going, but I'm enjoying, and I'm about an inch in, so. Another project, right? Another day, another dollar. That's the way it goes. So, already talked about that. And the last project I am working on currently, I have a ton of projects in the bedroom, but the last one I've picked up in the last month is I'm in a group online on Telegram, and somebody said that we're going to do a Stephen West knit along, and they call it something else. I'm not going to go there on that, but I decided to do, out of my 52 weeks of shawls that I picked up earlier this year, I am doing Rainbow Road. And I am doing it with the Patriot set from Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, and it's the Patriot collection. And it was a set of mini skeins that faded from blue to red. So I have caked those up with a magic ball, and it will go all the way through this one, then pick up on the inside of this one and go through the red at the end. And I will do it as long as it goes. I am carrying along Lion Brand Yarn Fisherman's Wool in the natural colorway, a cream. And so far, I have just gotten to the second color. And you can see that you do wedges in one direction, and then you elongate it and do wedges in another direction. And so I did 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I am on my third 1, 2, 3 of this. And I just transitioned into the second color, and then I'll go 5. I believe that's what the pattern says. It might say 6. I need to look at more. And then it'll curve back and back and back and back. And I'm really, this is mindless. It's going to stretch out. It's going to be so squishy. And that's what I'm looking for in this. And it's going to be red, white, and blue, starting with the blue, going into the red. and it gets longer and bigger as it goes. And so I don't know how big it's going to be. I think it only has so many transitions on this one. Section 6, I have a feeling mine is going to go much bigger than section 6. And you can see in the little diagram right here how it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And yeah. So I'm thinking as long as this goes, and if one color did more than 5 on the short, you know, on the longer, once it gets wider, it may go faster. But I have enough. I think there's 200 grams of yarn here total. So to work 2 socks. So, or 2 pairs of socks. So I think that's going to go well. I am using bigger than what they called for because it's supposed to be 2 sock weights that are held together. And I'm doing a sock and a worsted, so that's an Aran. And, or a heavy Aran. I am using a size 9. I'm using my rosewood needles for this. And I'm really enjoying this. This is what I've been knitting on during listening to the complete Harry Potter series. I'm on book 7 now, and Deathly Hallows. But the beginning of the month we started with book 1 in the book club, and we're supposed to have a talk later today on that. But I've just gone ahead and re-listened to the whole series, and it's really, that's what I've been doing at night. This is it. If I have 20 minutes after talking with Sarge, this is what I sit down with, relax, and that's that. And so for the last week, this has been my knitting. I guess it got my mojo going again. I don't think I have any more projects. What is in this one? Hold on, before I say that. Aha, I do. I have another finished object. Another square, two sock put together. These were this sock, which was, I'm not sure what, and then I'm holding together a chunk of coal, lump of coal from Udai. What is her name? Why can't I think of it? You're screaming it at me. I know who it is. Her. Yeah. Earlier this year, I picked it up her last Christmas. So yeah, I do have another sock, or another crocheted, and that one did come out to 12 inches. And that one was done with a 6.0 hook in my Anomalous Minds bag with my sauce all over it. Now I think I'm on to acquisitions. Yeah. So I won on Instagram from the Wicked Knitta. And that's Knittah. So I'm not pronouncing that wrong. It's the Wicked Knitta. And I won 2 sock yarns. One called Delilah and one called Pewter. Not sure what that'll be, but it'll be a pretty shawl, I think, worked up together. Then I finally got my 3rd Tuscan knits in the Cabin DK, and putting these together, I think I am going to knit something together out of these. They're all the Cabin DK, so they are all merino cashmere nylon 240. This is the Indian paintbrush that I've shown in the past, I think, because Way Out West was the new one, and then this is the one that I called Sagebrush. And I think these 3 are phenomenal looking together. And so that was the 3-month, I think that's all I signed up for, was 3 months. And so I really like that. And something together, I'm not sure what, but something. Then I picked Sarge up a t-shirt that he asked me for, and so I hollered and did it. And this is from Handcrafted We the People Holsters. And he needed this shirt. And it says handguns, rifles, F-15s, and nukes. And if you get the reference, you'll get the reference. I'm not going into it, but I love it. And I laughed at him that I needed one too. And he saw another one that he liked better for me. So I'll be getting that one. But they make really good holsters. They also make really good t-shirts, bags, things like that. So We the People, check them out online. I have their symbol for the back of my car if I decide to put it on there. Don't normally advertise things like that. For work, I picked up a book that I'm having to teach a training class on microaggressions. And yeah, I'm trying to do research on that. And one of the books that I was told in the HR field to pick up is by Mara Collin, and it's 35 Dumb Things Well-Intentioned People Say. And so I am reading this for diversity training, and it does come with 2 free MP3 downloads of a Diversity Mentors audio series. So we'll see if I go into that. I picked it up both on audio and having the hard form, and says these statements and dozens like them can build a divide between people, or between us and the people we interact with. Though well-intentioned, they often widen the diversity gap, sometimes causing irreparable harm personally and professionally. If you've ever wanted to be more effective in your communication with others or have been afraid of saying the wrong thing, then this concise guide is essential to becoming more inclusive and diversity smart. It's saying things like, some of my best friends are, and then using a phrase. I don't think of you as, and then using a phrase. I don't see color, and then phrases. But even well-intended people can cause harm. And I'm not one that normally goes in for things like this. I understand in the professional world this is a thing right now. I also feel people need to grow a little bit of thicker skin, and safe places are not a thing in the real life. And I'm having to walk the tightrope of personal and professional in this. And so I am learning and seeing what I will apply and what I won't. So I'm going there. Never hurts to learn something new. A day that you don't learn isn't a day worth doing, right? So unfortunately, learning is also saying goodbye. And I had the first knitter I met out here in Rapid City has moved away from Rapid City. And yeah, we only got to have one lunch together. That was still nice. That was great. But she decided to give me a care package as she left. And I don't think I talked about this last time, but you know who you are. And she gave me 4 ounces of yak. It's worth the crinkle. This is amazing. It is just so squishy. So full of fluff. She also gave me 8 ounces of Icelandic humbug. These are from Wool Gatherings. And this is beautiful. This will make some amazing latlopi. So very softly spun single is what I will be going for with that one. My nose is going crazy all this fiber. I apologize for all the itchings. Again from Wool Gathering, organic Polworth, and this colorway is just Yeah. I love my Polworth Plump. And this is Shetland in black. It's still tied up. It is just a beautiful black Shetland fleece. Just yum. And this is all top. Then from Three Waters Farm, organic Polworth roving in straight white. And that's just, look at that fluff. It's just wonderful. I was shocked when I received this. Then there is a mix, including a drop spindle of Lisa Souza and some others. Let's see. Here is the drop spindle. Here is a cop that she had started on the drop spindle. And I believe that comes from this, which is super fine merino in Earth Birth. And the reds and the oranges and the yellows, definitely a solar flare going on there. And yep, that's more pencil roving-ish. I believe this also came from that, which this feels more silk. So this is part of that cop. And then there is this that is from Forbidden City, again by Lisa Souza. And this is Bombeck silk and merino. I knew this had a silk base. And that's just gorgeous. That burgundy, the burgundy wine color, just gorgeous. And there is also, I'm not sure what this is. It has a mini drop spindle in it. Oh, it's so wee! Oh, it's itty bitty wee! Oh my goodness, it's a pocket spindle. Isn't it cute? I hadn't even seen that. That is so cute. This feels like a Shetland or something along that lines. Not exactly sure what it is. It's undyed, but it has a wee, and that is so cute. See, I'm still getting new things. So I didn't even know that was in there. That is so awesome. Thank you. You know who you are. And I wish you much success on the new job and the travel adventures and everything that you are doing. So, thank you. As I put that back in, if you have a community around you that you get together with, be thankful. I did in Michigan. I had an amazing one, and we still talk online. But here, I haven't found one yet. And that doesn't mean they don't exist. I did find a yarn store. Getting to it during my work hours just don't work. They're not open on the weekends. That's kind of crazy. But, you know, it's what works for them. I don't own the business. So, yeah. Last thing for acquisitions, I think, is I ordered from Skeins in New Zealand They had put out that they had print temps, DK, and I haven't started. Natural Yarn Store is what Skeins is, established in 1975, and they deal with natural fibers, and that's wonderful. This is a Skeins limited edition yarn. It is a remnant of a one-off, so please purchase enough to complete your project. I bought 12 balls, or did I buy more? 8. Yeah, no, there's 12, 6 and 6. And they send them in the flat pack, so it's easy ship from overseas. And it came in, and it's a little bit more scratchy than what I had imagined. Originally, I said I would do a sweater out of it. I'm not going to be doing a sweater out of this, though I do have enough for a pair of slippers, felted, and I believe this is 100% wool, so it is feltable. And I think I'm going to be doing the Fiber Trends clogs for a good friend who needs a little bit of fun in her life. So these purple and teal, you can see that there's purple and teal colors in there. No, I'm not flipping you off, I promise. That's just how I'm holding the yarn. And there's baby blue, there's teal, there's greens, there's pinks, there's purples, and it's all marled together. But I think these will make up wonderful held together clogs and get them felted. The problem is I have a top loader without an agitation bar, so I'm not sure how to do felting, so I'm gonna have to look that up, because before the one in the mobile home, I adored my washer and dryer there. They lasted for 20 years. They're still going. The only thing I had to replace was the dryer basket for the lint twice, but that's more from people being heavy-handed pulling out the lint from wear and tear. That's what happens. But I missed that washer and dryer. This one doesn't have the agitation thing in the center, and even though it's a top load, I don't think it'll do the agitation that I need. So I have to figure out what to do on that. I may be going to the laundromat to felt slippers, and that's fine. But I like Skeins. Check them out. I've ordered from them a couple times. This yarn was a little bit too scratchy. The last one was super butter melting soft. Wonderful. It just depends on the kind that you're getting. So yeah, life is happening. Sarge is in demob, so when he's gonna get here, I don't know. He's having to go in for medical just because he's looking to retire, and you need everything checked out before you retire. So that's what's happening. He may be here in a month. He may be here in 4 months. We don't know. So right now it's just a holding pattern. I have been able to do some things around this house in getting it to where it will work for both of us. This gray couch is going to be going down into the basement, and I am ordering 2 new recliners for up here, which is better for 2 people. Not that we don't like to snuggle or anything, but this is a very small living room. There's less than 2 feet between me and the recliner over there across the room. So we're learning to live with it, or I'm learning to live with it. The cats love it, but I think with Sarge here, we need a little bit more space. And it isn't, you know, I guess that sounds funny, but maybe you get it. But even if we have the recliners right next to each other, you know, we've still got enough room to walk through. It's a galley living room. So the bedroom is on that end, the bathroom in the house is on this end. So you have to be able to transverse. And we will be looking for homes or mobile homes or something when he comes out here. At this point in time, I haven't looked. I have a lease until next April, so I'm here. Not doing much cooking in the house these days. It has been too hot to do anything but stovetop. I heat up some tortillas, throw some beans and some meat in it. That's about it. Really, that's my diet right now. That sounds horrible, but that is my diet. I eat at work. I have vitamins, everything else. I'm protein first, so that's what I do. And it's been working. I am down 55 pounds from when I moved here, and I think I just passed 4 months. So that sounds like a lot in a little amount of time, but please remember I'm bariatric, so I have an altered anatomy, and I was just losing the COVID weight. So I am back down to what I was pre-COVID, and I've still got probably 40 more, and then toning and skin. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm not happy with my hair. I did go and get it cut off, as you see, but I think the way they cut it, they didn't know how to work with naturally wavy or naturally curly. I like not having to do anything in the morning, wash and wear. So I am going and I'm going to be getting a perm next week, just because, you know, when it grows out, my natural will come back. This is a little bit, but my top is completely flat, and I'm not liking that, and I want a wash and wear. So I don't know if I'll just get a root perm and do it that way, or if I'll get a full perm. We'll just see. But I need something different. I don't wear makeup. I do use Monet Rejuvenique oil on my skin. I have good skin, and this red, of course, as you get older, it comes out, and I am going in to see a esthetician, I think it's called. I have an appointment to go do that, but I haven't been anywhere or done anything. This week is Sturgis here. I live 20 minutes from Sturgis, and I am just staying away. They say there's a million motorcycles out. I can tell you at work we are inundated with motorcycles and bikers, and that's cool. They're nice. It's wonderful. If I can stay home and stay off the roads, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep quiet and be here. Not on social media as much as I used to be. It's changed a lot. I think when Ravelry went away, for me, yes, it's still there, but for me, that kind of took the fun out of it, because it was a group, and I don't know. You evolve and you change, and this last 6 months has definitely been about evolving and changing. Oh, I saw something that I forgot to talk about. Boo sent me a blanket for my birthday. Not that in the middle of June here you need a blanket, but hey. This blanket says, "Dear Mom, even when I'm not close by, I want you to know I love you. And appreciate you." Let's see, can you see this? Always. Let's see, this is horrible. I'm gonna turn it. Wrap yourself in this and consider it a great big hug. I love you. And it is like a giant postage stamp. Airmail. And it's soft and it's squishy and it's way too warm right now. Yeah, I walked into my house the other day and it was 96 degrees and I had the fans going. I had just forgotten to turn on the AC. I only have a little portable AC, but it works. It did get it down in the 70s for at night. Right now it's sitting at 77 without it on, and I'm about ready to turn it back on. But you keep it dark, you keep it closed up, keep the fans going, everything moving, and it works. So I guess until next time, check your checkbook before starting the high fiber diet. Have a great time. Bye-bye.